You do want to be out of your car when this comes through. Just seek substantial shelter somewhere close by as this moves on in. You want to be out of your car. Cars just simply do not provide substantial shelter. And there are a lot of folks out on the roads right now, and that is obviously not a good situation at all. So this is going to be now at the new crosstown, just west of downtown Oklahoma City. There are your tornado precautions right there. Tornado emergency continues for Oklahoma City. Do we have Reed or Mark Dillard here? Mark Dillard, go ahead.
Yes, Mike. I'm at Broadway Extension coming up on 23rd. I can still see the top of the Devon Tower. It is nothing's crossed in between me and the Devon Tower, but my winds are going from north to basically kind of south and sucking south and west from my location. So let me get on top of the bridge here. See if what I can see. I'm starting to see some cloud definition, and off to my south and west over downtown now, back behind the buildings. I believe I can see something. It looks like it may be a wedge just south of downtown, Mike. It's very, very dark back behind the tower, back behind the towers downtown, Mike. As I'm looking to my south on Broadway Extension, my wind is still going from the northeast back to the south and west.
Okay, I still see it on the ground. Now, Mark, coming up on downtown, and it's over the new crosstown is where it is right now. It's over I-40. The new crosstown, I-35 northbound, is closed at Crossroads Mall. I still clearly see it on the ground over the new crosstown. Mark Dillard, are you with us?
Yes, I just lost it.
All right, Mark Dillard actually could see what he thought was the tornado. He described that it could be a wedge-shaped tornado. I can tell you that velocities are certainly confirming there's a significant tornado here now coming into downtown Oklahoma City, and we're talking about just about 2 miles now to the west-southwest of downtown. See the spin? Look at the spin here. You can see the spin. There's Whitewater Bay. There's downtown. You can see the spin. It's right there. That is the tornado. 104-mile-an-hour wind shear. That would be something on the neighborhood of, I'm just going to speculate, F2, maybe F3 type material, but it's just speculation. That's all that is. Not really fair to do that, but it is a significantly large circulation now just southwest of downtown Oklahoma City. It is heading for Del City and Midwest City through the Dallas Junction is where it is heading. Mark Dillard, are you with us? Still showing tornado vortex signature now 1.5 miles to the west of the Bricktown Ballpark. 1.5 miles to the west, or about 1 mile to the west of the Devon Tower. Still showing tornado vortex signature 1 mile west of the Devon Tower right now. Do we have Reed Timmer? Go, Mark Dillard, go.
Yes, Mike. I'm rebooting the bond here. My winds are picking up. My winds are picking up here downtown. I'm just northeast of the buildings. Downtown, I'm starting to see some cloud definition, and it looks like to me, Mike, the darkest part is going to be just south of the buildings now. My winds are starting to come from northeast or southwest and start to turn along and go south. The darkest part, the cloud definition, is basically south of me, south of the Bricktown Ballpark, and back to my west. And I really can't make out any circulation because it's so rain-wrapped. The buildings are starting to be occluded by rain. And like I said, it's probably just south of me here, and maybe just passing right along I-40 on the corridor, the new I-40. I think it's coming just south of the buildings right now.
All right, Mark Dillard, appreciate that. So do you have a clear view of the Devon Tower right now?
Yes, I can see the buildings.
All right. What's going on just to the west of the Devon Tower, Mark? Is that Mark's stream?
I'm seeing clearing past the building. I can see clearing to the west past the buildings.
Okay, Mark, say that again.
I can see clearing to the west past the building. Okay.
Yes.
My winds are beginning to whip from back from northwest to southeast. Okay. I can see. I'm on top of the bridge at the going into the ballpark area. Okay, I'm going to stop right here. This is my highest point, and I'm not seeing any power flashes. We still have power on downtown. Can you see anything over there, Kevin? Okay, it's just rain at the buildings, but off to my south and east now, Mike, and I've got flags going straight south now. So the main circulation is this dark area, the darkest area on top of I-40. I think I can see the backside now, Mike. I can see the backside. It's south of downtown. It's going to be south of the Harkins and the Bricktown area. It's going to be just south along the I-40 corridor. It's going to be coming to I-40 and I-35 interchange at the Dallas Junction, and it's going to be probably down to 15th. I'm imagining it's probably south of I-40 as I-40 curves back. It's probably going to be 15th down to 29th down in there, Mike. Those folks have got to get down. Del City, on off the middle of the city, the air base. Everybody's got to get ready for this as it comes in from the west side.
All right, we had some pretty good size hail up here at Kfor. It's a lot larger, of course, down around the Capitol and the zoo and Oklahoma City University and all the way down, near the Waterford, down to the Capitol. There's still 2 to 3 inch diameter hail common. It is definitely turning southeastward, and I still see clearly the tornado vortex signature. It is stalled. It is stalled some. And it is definitely trying to turn deeper into South Oklahoma City is what it is doing right now. So, Mark, looks like it's going to go definitely now, I think, south of the Devon Tower. And I think we're looking down toward Southwest Integris. So we're talking 23rd, 36th, 44th Street. Everybody down around Penn, May Avenues. All in through there, still showing the vortex signature now, I think, just to the south of the Devon Tower, southwest of the Devon Tower right now. Mark, what do you think?
Yes, Mike, I can start to see some definition, at least on the front edge, as it's coming to the I-35 corridor now, right here at probably 15th down to 29th. I've got a large area of wrapping rain, and it gets darker off just to my south and west from there. Probably now south of the I-40 corridor. It's probably going to be just south of I-40, Mike. I think it's going to be, let me try to get on top of one of these bridges here at Lincoln and Central down here and see what I got.
It's in South Oklahoma City now. I think it's down around South 36th.
Yeah.
South 36th.
South of I-40. I've got wrapping curtains in the darkest section, Mike. You can see the darkest section back off to the south and east, south and west from the sun.
I'll tell you where I think it is. I think it's near Southwest Integris right now. Southwest Integris is where I think it is right now. And I can tell you the circulation is quite large here. I don't know how large the tornado circulation could be, but the velocity signature is quite large, and it's over Southwest Integris right now. So it's definitely south of the ballpark, south of the Devon Tower. It's down around South 36th and Santa Fe and Western. Penn, Santa Fe, Western, South 23rd, South 36th, South 44th. St. Mary's, U.S. Grant. St. Mary's, U.S. Grant, all the way down. It's heading possibly for Crossroads Mall. Do we have Chase Thomason, by the way? We'll try to endeavor to get Chase Thomason here. He's in South Oklahoma City, and we'll see if we can get him on the Gentner here and talk to him. Say that again. Meg, Kev, what do you have here?
Well, we are following
got a lot of power outages, Mike.
22,000 people in the metro without power. We're being told that right now most of them are in Yukon, but again, that's a lot of people without power. We are looking at this right now. We believe there will probably be more as those reports do come in.
Getting reports also from downtown Oklahoma City, the historic district down there without power, not getting any damage reports from South Oklahoma City, but as you heard earlier, there were damage reports west of the metro when that storm came through. In fact, on the highway, one of the highways there, 81, where a lot of the storm chasers were, there were flipped cars. We were told the Weather Channel was involved in some of that wreckage. Emily Sutton checking all of that for us, but it's been quite an evening once again.
Emily, way too close for comfort on that. If you saw her video from earlier when she was streaming and she said there was a car in front of her that she was worried about. We do know a Weather Channel vehicle actually was flipped and totaled. But I believe the crew's okay, though. This is serious stuff, though. There is no doubt. Also, traffic. We're having some traffic problems out there, people.
We need to go back to Mike real quick.
Let's go to Chase Thomason here. Chase is in South Oklahoma City. Chase, what do you have?
Hey, Mike, we're near the report on Southwest 104th Street. Now, we had to get around some traffic because there's hundreds and hundreds of cars all over the road. We're getting slammed with some winds now, at least 60 to 70 miles per hour, probably RFD winds. We're on the south side of the possible tornado. It's definitely rain wrapped. We're encountering heavy, heavy rain, and we're trying to catch up because it's probably a few miles towards my east, and I'll let you know what I see as we continue to get closer. Mike?
Okay, it's definitely turning southeastward toward Crossroads Mall. It's heading down toward Crossroads Mall now. Let's go to Mark Dillard live. Mark?
Yes, Mike, I'm coming up to 29th and Central now, and it's obviously turned hard right on us here from the I-40 corridor going south. The darkest part of the circulation area is to my south. It's going to be coming, exactly as you said, it's going to be coming hard right to the Crossroads Mall area. Everybody on the north side of Moore now, over to Midwest City on the south side of the base, has got to take cover on this deal. The darkest section, I've got wrapping curtains now, but the most darkest section of what I can tell is on the ground circulation is going to be just south of me. I'm coming up to 29th and I-35 in just about 2 minutes, but it's going to be south of me, probably near the Crossroads area, Mike.
Yeah, it's on the ground down by Mount St. Mary's, and it's traveling down toward Crossroads, so it's down at 240. It's down at 240. It's turned hard right. In fact, it really dropped straight south. It's dropped straight south. It's 29th and Blackwelder is the last confirmation we have of it on the ground. It has turned, it dropped straight southward. It came up to just west of downtown, and it dropped straight southward. And that's where it is right now. I would say it's all the way down now to about South 44th, and even all the way down to 240. 240 in Western, 240 in Santa Fe. Mount St. Mary's there, Crossroads Mall, even north, say that again, even North Moore. North Moore for sure. It is heading your way. So we continue to get confirmation of it on the ground. The last confirmation we had of a visible sighting of it was 29th and Blackwelder. 29th and Blackwelder, but it's turning hard to the right and it actually moves straight south. And I would say that it's on the ground now at 240 and Western. 240 and Western. It's going to travel into North Moore. Crossroads Mall, and it's going to go into North Moore if it doesn't, if it keeps turning the direction it's going right now. Mark Dillard, are you there?
Yes, Mike, I'm on I-35, and I'm heading southbound. I'm passing 36. I'm going to be coming up to 44th. And if you've got my screen back, I don't know if you got it or not, it's going to be just right in front of me. I haven't seen powder flashes yet, Mike, but it's the darkest part of the storm is right
in Canadian County,
right in front of me here.
Okay, another tornado on the ground at Cemetery Road and South 50th. It's on this western storm. Another tornado on the ground at Cemetery Road and South 50th out in Canadian County, and also by Union City, west of Union City, another possible tornado there. So those are tornado warnings for Canadian County. Tornado warning continues for Oklahoma County, and also tornado warning continues for Cleveland County. You folks in Moore, it is definitely heading your way. Let's go to Lance West. What, Lance? Lance West.
Mustang, we are near Winston Road and 89th, and it is coming down like cats and dogs out there. The rain is ridiculous. We've not seen any property damage, but let me tell you, there's a mile of power lines that were down. In fact, a pole crashed over our mobile newsroom number 18. We were able to get out of that, but a lot of folks out here are stranded as there are lots of trees down, lots of flying debris. As far as structural damage, we don't see any out of it right now, but the rain is blinding, and the winds are swirling. It's absolutely ridiculous out here tonight, Mike.
Okay, Lance, appreciate that. Still a tornado on the ground heading down toward Crossroads and even more. And also it appears to be down by Mustang. So two areas there, then another one out by Union City. Still showing tornado signature right now at Santa Fe and South 89th Street. That would be southwest of Crossroads Mall, showing circulation, tornado circulation at Santa Fe and 89th Street South, just to the southwest of Crossroads Mall. Do we have Mark Dillard on the Gentner?
Yes, Mike.
Go, Mark.
Yes, Mike. My winds now are coming from the west to the east, and I'm on I-35 coming up to 66, just north of the mall area. I've got a whipping west wind now, dragging rain across I-35. So the darkest part of the circulation area is really still right in front of me, but my winds are going west. So this thing is whipping it back around. Now the power's gone out down here on the south side for the most part. Just trying to make out any definition at all, Mike. Very, very ominous, that's for sure. But folks, in the path of this, you've got to get down to North Moore and the extreme southeast Oklahoma City area, south side of the air base. Take cover now. I mean, this is the bottom line on this deal. If it's not on the ground, it can very easily be rain-wrapped and unable to be seen. So, Mike, I'm going to pitch it back to you. I'm just trying to get my bearings on where this thing is exactly located at. I think it's going to be off to the crossroads area. I'm really picking up some wind now. I think it's going to be to the south and east of the crossroads area, Mike.
Backstorm.
Okay, showing the circulation. I think it may be weakening some down at North 27th and I-35. North 27th and I-35 in North Moore, just to the north of Moore High School by about 1.5 miles. Reed Timmer joins us now live. Reed, where are you?
Hey, right now we're east of 44, about 1 mile on 29th Street. We can't see anything. We must be in the hook or the backside of the tornado, but power's out everywhere. There's 2 feet of water in the road. There's tree limbs down, power lines down. And, yeah, we can't see anything. We think, actually, we got a flat tire. We went over a power line. And, yeah, we're going to keep trying to go forward. But it's bad here. I mean, the wind, even on the backside of this tornado, has got to be 70, 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, okay, Reed, appreciate that. Let's go to Emily Sutton. She's on that tornado-warned storm out in Canadian County. Go, Emily.
All right. Yeah, Mike, we are live on the phone here in Minco, and we had a brief spin-up. We had a tornado on the ground. I saw lots of dust blowing. I'm still seeing the dust blowing. And then we saw the funnel reach down, and there was a tornado. It was a weak one, but this is located literally just east of the town of Minco. Lots of dust blowing. Yep, I see still the tornado on the ground. You see that, Josephine? Yep. This is a tornado on the ground near Minco. It's a lower-end tornado. There's been high traffic, people trying to avoid the tornado warning that was north of this area earlier, and now everyone was trying to drive south to get out of it, and now a lot of people are really close to it. So police officers have been working to block the road. But, yeah, it's definitely it's lifting back up. It's a weak tornado, but there is one, Mike.
Okay, Emily, what direction from Minco is that weak tornado?
We are north of Minco, and the tornado, we're facing to the southeast.
So you're looking southeastward from North Minco.
Yes.
Okay, we copy that. That's going to be down in the Tuttle area. That is a weak tornado. You saw it there snaking down, and that's going to be looking southeast out of Minco, so that's going to be down in the Tuttle area. Tornado warning for Grady County, tornado warning Cleveland, tornado warning McLean, tornado warning Canadian, tornado warning Oklahoma County. And let's go to the storm tracker here, and this is what we have going on right now. Storm tracker here. We have 3 main danger areas. One is in North Moore, heading over toward Lake Stanley Draper, this lead one. We had a tornado go through South Oklahoma City with that, and it may or may not still be on the ground. Not for sure. Mark Dillard's on it, and so's Reed. Then we have a tornado with this one near Tuttle right here. That's the one that Emily just saw. It was a small tornado, but we have one near Tuttle right here. And then we have another one out here by Cedar Lake and Cogar, and that's going to head on down toward Minco and down into Grady County. Canadian, Grady, McLean, Cleveland, Oklahoma counties, all under tornado warnings. Mark Dillard's on this lead storm. Let's go to him now live in South Oklahoma City. Mark?
Yes, Mike, we've just had power flashes on the southeast side of the Crossroads Mall. The wind, just large power flashes now, Mike. I think it's coming back down to the ground. Southeast side of the Crossroads Mall. I put it right on 240 now, Mike. It's just a whipping wind driving from my northwest to my south and east directly in front of me now. And I've had 6 or 7 large power flashes in front of me now. Large power flashes. My winds are probably about 70, 80, probably even getting close to 100, Mike. I'm down in a hole, so they're blowing over the top of me. Back to you.
Mark, tell me the power flashes. What direction were they? Where do you believe those power flashes are?
Okay, I'm exactly on the east side of the Crossroads Mall, on the mall road that goes around to Pole Road on the east side of 240. I'm looking to my south and east, so it's going to be along 240 over towards Bryant and Sooner and Sunny Lane, all over in there. It's going to be the north sections of Moore, southeast Oklahoma City, at the Draper Lake area, south of the Air Base, and extreme South Dale City. So, and Midwest City as well. So, folks, it's coming right down 240 now, it looks like. Mike, I just can't make anything out because of the driving rain and the wind right here. But it's my circulation center is going to be to my south, east-southeast now along 240, I believe. Back to you.
Okay, Mark, appreciate that. We see the tornado here. Let's go to the North Doppler here. We see it. Here's Crossroads Mall right here. This is 240. This is South 89th Street right here. This is Moore right here. 27th, 12th North in Moore right here. The tornado is located right here, southeast of Crossroads Mall. So this is Eastern. This is Bryant. This is Sooner and Sunny Lane over here. This is 240. So it's the power flashes are right here southeast of Crossroads Mall. That's the lead storm, the one that came through South Oklahoma City. It is still on the ground with power flashes right now. 240 eastbound, very dangerous. On over to Lake Draper, very dangerous. Down South 89th Street, also very dangerous. Let me show you the tornado warnings, which are in effect right now. Okay, let's go to the tornado warnings. Oklahoma, say it again. 19th and Telephone in Moore, small touchdown. 19th and Telephone, small touchdown in Moore. That would be right through here. I'm not sure if they were located at 19th and Telephone or the small touchdown is at 19th and Telephone. My guess is they're at 19th and Telephone, which is right here looking north, and they see a small touchdown. It's right here to the south of Crossroads Mall. So it's in North Moore right now, just south of 240. Mark Dillard, are you still with us?
Yeah. Yes, Mike, I am.
Go.
It's a maelstrom out here, Mike. I've got winds whipping at least 75, 80, 100, probably even going 100 miles an hour whipping into this thing. I'm slightly down in an embankment, so they're whipping over the top of me so I can kind of see. But I've had power flashes along the Crossroads Mall periphery on the southeast side of the mall area, going to 240. And I'm pegging it at 240, moving south and east because it took such a hard right turn from the downtown area, ripping across north, whoa, large power flashes again, Mike. Probably the RFD though, as it whips back into this thing on the west sides of it. But I still have a driving rain. But this thing turned so hard right at downtown, moving across south east Oklahoma City. Still having power flashes now, Mike, on the Crossroads Mall property at 240. So I don't know if it's anchored here or what, but my winds have not let up at all for the last 5 minutes as this thing started to crank down. And I'm just on the east side of the mall looking south and east, and it's so dark and wrapped up with rain I can't make anything out, as well as a lot of power flashes. So I'm sure we're going to have some power lines down. 240 may even be impacted with large power lines down again, Mike. So
okay.
we're getting to the point where we've got a lot of highways shutting down to the damage. Back to you.
Okay, Marks, I appreciate that. We're looking at the wind velocities here, and I would say that report from 19th and Telephone, I think they're looking to their north, and they could see it. And I think we're talking about either side of South 89th Street over at Bryant. Which is going to be on the southeast side of Crossroads Mall, exactly where Mark Dillard was just talking about. Tornado vortex appears to be on South 89th Street, Bryant, Sunny Lane, all in through there. That appears to be where that tornado is located right now. So 240, Bryant, Sunny Lane, Sooner Air Depot, Midwest, down to Lake Draper and over toward the old GM plant. That's where that tornado vortex appears to be. Looking at it right now, I'd say it's very close to Bryant and South 89th Street. Is Reed Timmer with us?
Yes.
Go, Reed.
Yeah, I'm with you. We're on the west side of Oklahoma City. It's such driving rain right now. It's such intense wind. We can't see anything. We're trying to get out of it, trying to get back to I-44 and get back east, but we can't make any headway. There are power poles down we drove over. It's driving rain, like on the wraparound, behind the hook and the backside. But the power's out everywhere here. We're west of 235, 29th Street, and we had intense northerly, probably tornadic circulation there on the north side of the airport that was starting to touch down, and we did see damage, trees down there, power poles down, but that's all I've got right now. We're dead in the water. We can't move. Can't see anything. This is intense.
If he wants, yes. Yes, and by the way, Mike Bennett was not hit by the tornado out there. It was Mike Bettis from the Weather Channel, making that totally clear. Out where Emily was with the violent tornado earlier, that was not our Mike Bennett that was hit. Make that very clear. He is safe. He is still tracking. Hey, Reed, I want to talk to you here about this hook that's also west of OCCA, southwest of OCCC, North Newcastle area. What do you see there?
Well, right now we're just in driving rain. Right now we've got westerlies feeding in probably to that circulation that's up to the east. But we're going to get back to 44 and drop south to see if we can get in front of that circulation in Newcastle. But right now we can't see anything. It's pitch black, driving rain, 80-mile-an-hour northerlies. We've driven over telephone poles, like trees down everywhere. But we're going to try to reposition south.
Reed, how would you describe where are these trees down and telephone poles down? Where is that?
That was just north of the Will Rogers Airport. Remember you were reporting earlier where it was touching down? It wasn't violent damage. It was probably a weak type tornado. But the one to the west out here, El Reno, is obviously a violent tornado. But this one near the damage that we saw north of the airport were trees down and a couple power poles, and nothing significant, no structural damage that we can report. But we're right just south of I-40 on 29th Street, and we're going to try to let this hook go by maybe and see if we can go south on 44.
All right. I would say we'll get Mark Dillard here on the Gentner again. I would say the tornado may be intensifying again. It is actually back up on 240 at Bryant and Sunny Lane. 240, Bryant and Sunny Lane. I think the tornado may be re-intensifying at that exact location. Bryant, Sunny Lane, and 240. We're talking about Tinker and the old GM plant. I think the tornado may be re-intensifying Bryant, Sunny Lane actually on 240 right now. Do we have Mark Dillard still?
Yes, Mike.
Go ahead.
Yes, Mike. I'm at I-40. I'm at 240, excuse me, and just passing Cole Road, just past the Bennett Keith plant, or the Budweiser plant here. And I'm looking off to my south and east. I cannot see a thing, Mike. It's a whiteout with rain. But my winds are still going from the northwest to south and east into the circulation center. Got a whipping wind. It's probably doing at least 75, 80. It's a hurricane is what it is, Mike. That's the bottom line. This thing is good. Got so much rain in it. And I'm looking off to my south and east, and I really cannot make out anything at all.
Okay. Here's what we have right now, folks. We still have a tornado on the ground, I think, near the GM plant, near the old GM plant. We're still getting reports of a tornado on the ground south of the airport. I would not doubt that. That's going to be coming into Moore. Still reports there. Cleveland County tornado warning in effect. We have to kind of broaden out here and talk about the big picture because there's so much going on here. We're still getting reports of a tornado on the ground here, south of the airport. There's Newcastle. Here's Moore. Here's Norman. Still getting a report of a tornado here. Still getting a report of a tornado. I think it is on the ground near the old GM plant right there. You see the spin. And Emily had a couple of small tornadoes over here by Minko and Tuttle. So this entire line here has got rotation in it, and each one of these could produce tornadoes. The general movement is to the east-southeast. So McLean, Cleveland, tornado warning, as well as Oklahoma, southern Oklahoma County. Tornado emergency continues for this part of the metro. Mark had numerous power flashes. So I think it's still on the ground there. We're still getting a lot of reports here south of Will Rogers, far north Newcastle, down by the river, that there may be a tornado there. And Emily had a weak tornado come out of this thing near Tuttle. And then west of Union City, there's another one there that may have a tornado on it as well. Let's go to the weather show. And as you can see here, Caddo, Grady, Canadian, Oklahoma, McLean, Cleveland counties. All tornado warnings here for every one of those there that I just described to you. Let's go back to the storm tracker. Mark Dillard, you're still tracking it. Bob Moore Chopper 4 is also there. Let's go to Mark Dillard here live. Mark?
still with a whipping wind, Micah, is blowing from my northwest to my southeast. I'm on the service